This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? This is your boy Black Magus back with some more Gamescom coverage. I always love conferences because they give me a reason to really want to start grinding again on YouTube. Because there's so much information to share, so many things to talk about. You guys know me, I'm over opinionated as it is anyway. So, EA in the wee hours of the morning for us people on the East Coast in the United States held their games conference, their press conference at Gamescom this year, and it was typical EA. I mean, this is, what can you say? They're not the best at presenting their stuff. But they do have interesting things. Things that stood out for me as far as the EA conference went was Need for Speed. The game itself looks good. Can't deny that. I'm very, very cautious, in my opinion, excuse me, however, on the whole role-playing type elements that they're throwing in there, where you're supposed to be playing someone who's trying to become a street legend by impressing real life street legends that they have in the game. Basically, they have it was 5 or 6 different people who are big in the street racing scene, and you have to do certain things to kind of get with their crew. They have different styles, so you have to adapt to their styles. So they give you like several different play styles within the game, and you have to go through that journey of, you know, becoming part of their crew and mastering the style and things like that. I'm just curious as to what the story is going to be like. They're using real life footage of these people, so the quote-unquote cutscenes are actually you know, real video. Curious to see how that's going to work, going back and forth between that and the video game itself. It looks interesting. I'm not sure if I'm sold on Need for Speed totally yet. They, of course, they showed some more Plants vs. Zombies, which, I'm sorry, I love Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. I'm curious to see what the new classes are going to be like in this one. They look pretty interesting. They did look pretty interesting. They did some Sims 4 stuff that I really didn't care about. The Old Republic, you know, they talked about that again. The Mirror's Edge. Mirror's Edge looked interesting. I per se won't be playing Mirror's Edge because I have never been a fan of you know, platforming in first person. I tried the first Mirror's Edge and I got kind of motion sickness. I just couldn't do it. But it looks like it's going to be a really fun game if you're into that type of style. You got to see a little bit of the story, like plot and things like that. They're going to have people playing it. Another thing that I like about Gamescom, by the way, people, is that regular people can just show up. It's not just a press event. So expect to see a lot of footage from the floor because everybody gets a chance to touch it, so anybody can post footage. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to have with Mirror's Edge, with Need for Speed, because a lot of these games are going to be available on the floor to play. We also got a release date for Mirror's Edge, February 26, 2016, so it's not that far from now. I mean, it's less than 6 months, I think. Yeah, less than 6 months. So we're gonna get a lot of games early next year. It's gonna be ridiculous. They of course showed Battlefront. They know how to market Battlefront. Battlefront is very well marketed. They know how to get the fans into, like, they finally showed something that a lot of people had complained about, saying like, oh, this isn't a Battlefront because there's no space combat. Little history. Battlefront 2 had the space combat where you went in and out of it. It wasn't a quote-unquote staple of everything Battlefront, but people now will get to have aerial combat. It's not in space, so that's probably going to upset some people. But you'll be able to fight, you know, the whole team. They actually have an aerial combat mode where you go up against one team and there'll be 20 AI on each side of the team to flesh it out and to make the battles more epic. And of course, the Millennium Falcon comes out, which gave a geek moment. And so does Slave 1, Boba Fett's ship. So that was pretty cool. But Battlefront's looking good. Can't wait for that to come. FIFA, of course, made its appearance because FIFA has to be there. It's Gamescom. It's in Europe. FIFA's big in Europe, so they had to give FIFA the final, final showing of the show. They are doing exactly what they're doing in Madden 16, which is pretty much going to be in all of their games. We might as well just say that this is now a standard for EA Sports games, which is FIFA Ultimate Team Draft. They have a Madden Ultimate Team Draft. I expect the NHL Ultimate Team Draft, and I expect the NBA Live Ultimate Draft as well, because that's what they do. They integrate some of the similar things in all of their games. But basically, you'll be able to draft a team at first and then take it on the pitch. You don't have to sit there and get a bunch of packs open, get a shitty team, and have to grind and get a better team. So they're giving you the opportunity from jump to draft a solid team. But the thing that impressed me the most about EA's conference, and this is why I saved it for last, was actually the Yarny thing. First of all, congrats to Dude, because he's gotten a lot of love, and he mentioned that, and he thanked everybody for the love. But you can tell that love has given him confidence, because if you remember his E3 presentation, he was kind of nervous, out of his element. This probably was the biggest public display he's had for his game, and he wasn't sure what the response was going to be on top of that. But you can tell he has a lot more confidence from the support that this game has got. And I have to say, this was the most impressive thing that I saw EA drop on the stage. It looks really interesting. It has a lot of charm to it. I see why people connected with it. I'm actually interested in that game. I have to look more into that game. But overall, EA's show was okay. Nothing big, nothing spectacular, nothing out of the ordinary. I will say this. If you had to watch it like I did, and you had to watch the re-recording, go to about the 42-minute mark of the past broadcast on Twitch, because the first 40 to 45 minutes of it is just them setting up. Why would you go live to show you guys setting up for 45 minutes? I don't know. That's what EA did. So if you haven't checked it out, just keep that in mind. Alright, y'all. I'm out of here. As always, hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Black Makers, and I'm out. Deuces.